All right, guys, just got back from my work trip. I was in Maryland and Pennsylvania all week. So we got in, we're getting rolling on this thing. Cheap turbo for now, just to see if everything works and fits and I can actually do it. If everything runs, I'll probably upgrade that later on just for reliability's sake, so I don't have to worry about it. All my piping and the fittings are coming tomorrow for the feed and drain. Right now, I am working on the mount for the turbo. So I don't want to hang the turbo just off the exhaust. So inside the bag, this sits over this. I'm gonna drill this and put sleeves in here so when I tighten the bolt, it can't collapse. There will be nuts welded on the top of this, so you just get it from the bottom. Basically, the bag will be on, and you can have the turbo flange bolted to this and drop the turbo and rear section of turbo kit into the bag, bolt it on, and there'll be a V-band here. Connect them and you're done. So we're gonna get the bag put back on and kind of try taking some rough measurements as far as how long the stand needs to be from this to the flange. I'm gonna get rolling on that. I don't have the stand today, so I'll just update you guys. I'll get back here once I have something done. Hey guys, quick Saturday afternoon update. Forgot to record earlier, but this morning I finished welding up the turbo mount, and we just started on the piping. Made a couple cuts. So as you can see, gonna be pretty simple. Goes down there to a 90, into there. Should be pretty simple. And I got the V-band tacked on there. V-band is here so that I can bolt the turbo to the flange. There's nuts welded on the top of the turbo mount so I can have this saddlebag on and drop the turbo with the rear half, the turbo with the rear half of the turbo kit through the bag and connect to the V-band. Because once the turbo is in the bag, it's gonna be really hard to get to these bolts. I can put the turbo drain fittings and lines on and then just drop everything in, go make my connections, and I'm good. Should have the piping done here in a little bit. We'll see how it turns out. I'm tempted to 45 and 45 that, but the only reason I might leave it straight and then to a 90, I'm gonna see if I can get the heat shields back on just to hide all this so it still looks outside the bag, looks factory for the most part. We'll have a black cold side pipe coming so you don't notice it as much, but I mean, obviously there's nothing I can really do about that. So yeah, but she's up there. Let's get this piping done. All right guys, we got the rear section of exhaust tacked up in position. I have a back purge fitting on the bottom of this saw deck. So I'm gonna hook the hose up, cap this end, and I'm gonna fully weld this section. I did not weld the V-band on here yet, just in case, generally the pipes will move a little bit when you weld them. So I didn't wanna weld the V-band on yet until after all these angles are welded, just in case so that if it moves around a little bit, I can account for that with moving the V-band a little bit, because this is a 2 1/4 pipe. The V-band is 2 1/4, but it does have a little bit of wiggle room, so I'll be able to account for any variations here from shrinking. So I'm gonna get the back purge set up and we'll get to welding.